Thank you so much for joining us today, folks. We have a very large crowd. My name is Johnny Hernandez from Senior Planet San Antonio, and I see that I've met many of you here. And for those of you who I have not met, I'm glad to be offering this demonstration for you and working with you for the first time. So what I'm going to do first and foremost is I'm going to share a PDF file. I'm going to share my screen really quick. And we're going to go over, we're going to demonstrate two of the apps that you're seeing here, but let me just share this here. Let me make this a little bit more full frame. So these are a few examples of mindfulness meditation apps. We're going to be demonstrating the Art of Living journey first and foremost. Each of these apps have a QR code there, and we're going to be dropping the link to this handout in the chat room as well. So you can open this up on your own device and scan the QR code to explore the app, download the app. The Art of Living in an app is an app that offers users guidance on their wellness journey. The app offers meditations, yoga, and more for both beginners and experienced practitioners. Calm is a free app for meditation, though it is best known for its relaxing music. Calm is available for computer browsers and Android or iOS mobile devices. Headspace, the third one down, is a free app with a wide variety of meditations, from guided sessions for beginners to less structured programs for those with more experience. And then Insight Timer is another app that we're going to demonstrate. We're going to be demonstrating Art of Living, Journey, and Insight Timer today. Insight Timer is a free all-in-one app for meditation, breathwork, yoga, sleep, and a whole lot more. And trust me, when they say a whole lot more, there is a whole lot more that you can get from each of these apps that we're going to show you today. You can search for programs based on your interest and join communities, share your mental health journey. So there are the QR codes. You can scan them now. I'll leave this PDF file up on my screen for a little while. You can scan the codes now, or we're going to drop the link to this file in the chat room as well, so that you can access some and explore some of these different apps. Okay, I am going to stop sharing my screen now, and I would like to share something else from my screen. We're going to, like I mentioned, we're going to talk about the Art of Living and Insight Timer first and foremost. So I'm going to reshare my screen. Give me 1 second to do that. We're just going to go over a few basic features of each of these apps. Not just from the slide presentation, but we're actually going to also show you the actual app. I'm going to share my iPhone screen here in just a little bit, show you what the app looks like, how to navigate through it, and show you some of the basic features of each of these platforms. So the first one we're going to look at is Art of Living Journey. This is an app you can sign up for a free account. There are lots and lots of free meditations that you can explore, but you'll know which ones are free and which ones will require you to pay for that subscription. There's a little lock icon I'll point out to you, so you'll know which ones are free that you can try out right now and which ones you might have to pay for. Then we're going to talk about Insight Timer. This one has different types of, different ways you can use the app. You can use the app just for the timer. It's got lots of wonderful sounding chimes and bells and different sounds that you can use to time your different intervals of your meditation experience. It is often used for meditation, and there are also other services for community groups and events that you can also attend. Calm is another one we mentioned earlier, available as an app or a website. As we mentioned, you must sign up to use the app, and there are free trials available. You can find out more about some of their paid subscriptions and these free trials at calm.com. All right. And then Headspace is also another one. And to remind everyone, we do have workshops and lectures that go into a lot more detail on things like Calm and Headspace and Insight Timer as well. And I don't know if we have one developed yet for the Art of Living, but I'm sure that we will. Headspace, this is an app and website used for meditations, for sleep and movement exercises for all levels, whether you're a beginner or a little bit more of an experienced person who meditates. What I do love about all of these apps is that they do have a lot of function for beginners. I myself am a beginner, and maybe some of you are too. So it would be great to explore a lot of these different apps and see which one works best for you as a beginner. There are 10 sessions of basics for free that you can access through Headspace. And then there is also an annual and monthly paid subscriptions available on this app as well. Okay, so just to give you a short and brief overview of each one, I want to spend the rest of the time diving in a little deeper to the two apps that we mentioned, which are the Art of Living Journey and Insight Timer. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to share my screen for my iPhone where I have both of these apps already downloaded, and you can access these apps from the Apple App Store or the Google Play Store, depending on what type of device you have. They are compatible with both iPhones and Android phones, iPads and Android tablets as well. So let me go ahead and share my screen, just a couple of clicks away. And in a second, you'll see my home screen. Here we are. And let me slide over where I was. And we're going to talk, the last app I have in the last row there is the Insight Timer. That's a little logo for it. It kind of has like a little sunrise. So when you're looking for it in the Google Play Store or the App Store, be sure to look up for that logo. It's a white box with kind of like a little sunrise in the middle of it. I'm going to click on that. And once you do sign in, it'll take you straight to this homepage. This is the homepage of Art of Living. Okay. There are a few things I want to point out. In the top right-hand corner, you'll see where it says JH for my name, Johnny Hernandez. You could tap there and you can take a look at some of the different aspects of your profile. Here is also where you can log out. You can find tech support, as well as you can invite other friends to join you on Art of Living. Let's go back one more page. And as you scroll through, you're going to see lots of different examples of free guided meditations. Meditate with Guru Dev, wisdom from Guru Dev. And then you can also browse by themes, which is a feature I really love about this app, is that you can browse by themes. If you scroll from left to right, as I'm doing now, you'll see a few different themes that you can browse by. And these are different meditation exercises based on these themes: increasing gratitude, reducing anxiety, manage anger, experience peace, personal growth, increase focus, improve relationships, reduce stress. So these are all different themes that you can look for. As you continue to scroll down, these are recommended programs that you can look through. And each category will have a see all little button that you see in like light purple letters. See all. There's see all next to wisdom from Grev. And once you click on see all, like let's do meditate with Guru Dev. I'm going to click on see all. And this will give you different categories of guided meditations with Guru Dev that you can kind of flip through, right? Different categories: calm, gratitude, love, peace, uncertainty, stress, anxiety, focus, energy. We talked about energy earlier. An area for beginners, you see there in the middle of the screen. Contentment, self-esteem, relationships, anger, all sorts of stuff. They have some featured guided meditations that you can scroll through as well. And all sorts of great stuff. I'm going to go back one page by clicking on that little arrow, back arrow button in the top left-hand corner to get back to this home screen. But you'll notice some navigational icons at the bottom as well. You have your home icon first, which is where we're at right now, and that's why that's highlighted in black. But you also have a search icon. By clicking on the search icon, it kind of takes you to that area we were just at, where you can explore content. You can use the search bar to enter maybe key terms, filter your searches. You can search by length of meditations. If you're looking for a short 5-minute meditation, you can click there, and it'll give you all of the 5-minute or less meditations that are included in this app. And there's also a way to sort from shortest to longest, newest, and so on. Let me go back, and I'm going to click the back arrow button in the left-hand corner to go back. So here is the search. And then there's another icon at the bottom in your navigational tools, if you will, that says programs. Now, these are different types of programs. These are programs that you can actually attend if they are happening in your area. I'm going to click on the first one just to show you an example, Art of Living Part 1. This is happening in Neha Patel, California. It gives you time and dates, cost of the events, and where you can sign up. Gives you some more information as well if you're interested in paying for this event and attending. So you can do it all straight through the app. There are some other bits of information that you can read through. So that's under programs. I'm going to click on home. Like I said, I just want to show you a quick sort of overview of the app. So two of the exercises that we talked about today, that Jennifer talked about today, was the alternate nostril breathing, right? That we all practice together. There in on the homepage of this app, you'll see an example, a 3-minute free guided meditation on what is called Nadi Shodhana. I hope I'm saying that right. Alternate nostril breathing. And you'll know that it's free. How? Because you don't see the little lock combination. If you scroll over here, like for instance, on this example, the faceless mind right in the middle of my screen. You see, there's a little white lock symbol there. If I were to tap on that to explore that 5-minute meditation, it's going to ask me to subscribe for $5.99 a month. So there is a paid subscription version of this app that you'll be able to, where you'll be able to access a lot more features and a lot more guided meditations and programs and things like that. But honestly, you can still get a lot with just, the free version of the app. So if you're interested in trying one of these free meditation examples, click on the image, and I'm going to click on the alternate breathing, nostril breathing image. It's a 3-minute, I see a 3-minute meditation there. It'll open up to this page and immediately start playing. Now, I don't know if you can hear my audio. Give me a thumbs up if you can. Yeah, so I can hear Ravi talking you through this guided meditation, explaining how exactly, like Jennifer did, to hold your hands in your nostrils while you're doing this exercise. It gives you the time remaining. A couple of other options that you'll see. I'm going to pause for a second so you can hear me talking. A couple of other options that you'll see when you're going through this guided meditation. Maybe before you begin, you could just explore each guided meditation. You can rewind 15 seconds by clicking on the little 15-second icon on the left. You can go forward 15 seconds. But what I noticed that if you try to drag the line over on some of these meditations, and now this one, it's allowing me to. But on some, if you try to go forward, it might ask you to pay for that subscription. Let me pause that. Up on the right-hand corner, you'll see a little black heart. It's black because I had already saved this as one of my favorites. So very much similar to, let's say when you're shopping on Amazon and you see an item you want to buy or save to your wish list, there's usually a little heart icon you click on to save it to your wish list. Well, this kind of works the same way. You can click on that white icon or that heart icon, I should say, and it'll save it to sort of like bookmarking this meditation so you can access it easily and go back to it later. If you hit the X in the upper left-hand corner, that'll simply take you out of that meditation so that you can explore more. The next one over to the right is another free example of Meditate with Guru Dev. And this one is awareness meditation, also similar to what we practiced today.
Let's sit comfortably, easily.
We'll let you listen to it for a moment.
With our spine erect and body relaxed and loose.
I'm going to pause it for a second. And again, similar features. You can give it a sort of a like, save it to your wish list or your sort of bookmark it with that little heart icon. You can exit out of it. You can go forward. Let me see if it'll allow me to. Yeah, you can slide the little line across the bottom if you want to go forward, if you need to, whatever, if you're maybe, I don't know, starting and stopping or stopping and starting later. Or just hit the X if you're wanting to just explore for now, and then you're going to want to go back to it later to do the full 23-minute meditation. Okay, one feature I really like about this is the search feature. When you click on the search feature, it gives you all of these different categories that you can search through, right? So I'm going to go ahead and click on meditations. Once you click on meditations, then you can, again, scroll through some of the different featured items that are there, and you'll notice the lock symbol, the padlock symbol on some of these, meaning that those can only be accessed if you have the paid account, right? Go back one page. Dimensions of Nothingness. This one is a free account or is a free meditation because there is no padlock there. And then there's, if you scroll down, there's a few other recently added category of meditations. And then a way that you can filter your search, filter by duration, you can filter by themes, and so on. I'm going to go back to the home page because if I can find what I saw the other day, here we are in the category of wisdom from Guru Dev. I'm going to click on See All, and I'm going to click on Relationship Wisdom. Now, there are a few differences in some of these meditations where some of them are not just audio, where it's, Ravi or somebody else talking with, maybe ambient music or sound in the background. Some of them are video as well, like this one, for instance. Let me lower my volume. So what I want to show you about these video um, guided meditations, wisdom from Guru Dev. I'm going to pause it for a second. I want to show you some of these icons up at the top. Of course, the X in the left-hand corner is where you can just exit out of this guided meditation to browse more. But the next icon, you can actually minimize this window, continue listening, and continue exploring other guided meditations. Now, there we go. Let me pause that again. The next icon over I'm looking in the upper left-hand corner of this screen, is where you can actually cast it. Let me do that again. You can cast it to another device. Maybe and you'll see here, I have my Roku. I have 2 Rokus in my house. I can cast this to my Roku TV as long as it's on and connected to the same Wi-Fi source as the device that you're on. So that's a pretty neat feature for some of these guided wisdom meditations, videos, I should say. Let's go back. And then, of course, you have your speaker volume or your speaker icon in the upper right-hand corner, where you can turn off or on your volume. The 3 little dots at the very bottom, sort of that little traveling line, that little timeline, those 3 little dots give you a few more options. It's kind of hard to tap on, but at this moment, you could just basically change the playback speed. If for whatever reason you want it to play back slower, you can adjust that by clicking on those 3 tiny little dots in that circle. I'm going to click on the X in the left-hand corner to get out of this video and go back to click that back to some of the different videos and categories that are here. All right. Okay, so in a nutshell, that's the Art of Living journey. I encourage everybody to explore this. I want to see if there's any other categories that I wanted to show you. Browsing by themes, as I mentioned earlier, is another favorite feature of mine. So if there's anything that you are wanting to focus on, like maybe reduce anxiety, you would just click on that theme and it'll give you a list of guided meditations, free or paid for, that have anything to do with reducing anxiety. Everything, the interface, the layout is all pretty simple for you to manage, I hope, by just, surfing and clicking on the different categories, the different icons to browse and navigate through this app, and clicking on the images to start immediately any guided meditation that you want. All right. Okay, so now I'm going to close this app out, and now I'm going to open up the Insight Timer app. Now, Insight Timer, a couple of things I wanted to mention about Insight Timer. I'm already signed in, obviously, so it comes to this homepage, and you'll see your navigational tools down at the bottom, you see that the home icon is highlighted because that's where I'm at right now on the app. But you can go to the little bookmark icon. It's kind of that universal icon for bookmarks. This is where you'll find any guided meditations that you have already saved, sort of, right? Like in a bookmarks list, a wish list, if you will. You have playlists. I already created a playlist the other night and I just titled it bedtime stuff. Oops, let me close that. Oh, what did I do? Let me go back to Insight Timer. I have, let's see, 4 different guided meditations, and these were all free that I searched for, that I found. Yoga Nidra for sleep, end of day meditation, which is one that I tried last night, or not last night, but a couple of nights ago. And yeah, wonderful. And these are very short. That one's only 10 minutes. Rain and thunder, sound therapy, and migraine relief meditation. So somebody asked earlier, how does meditation help for pain? I don't know if that was a question that we were able to get to, but I did find a lot in Insight Timer that do have guided meditations for things like that, for pain, migraines, and other things. One thing that I did want to mention is that, well, before I mention this, I want to continue sharing my app and show you some of the different areas that you can explore on Insight Timer. So when you sign in, and actually, as a matter of fact, it's going to work out better if I do it like this. When you first sign in, you are going to, and let me see if I want to share something with you really quick, aside from the app, but let me get to that area first. There are a few questions that it will ask you when you first sign in that kind of help set up the app for you. So it'll ask you, or when you first create your account, why are you here? So you can select what reason you might be wanting to use this app, whether it's you need help with sleep, stress, or anxiety. You click on one of those and it takes you to the next screen, which asks you what best describes your meditation experience. You could say that you're a total beginner. Maybe you've meditated a few times, or you meditated a lot. You're somewhat of an expert, right? So you choose the one that you want. Then the next screen will ask you, when would you like to practice? Morning, afternoon, evening, or maybe not sure. I think I clicked on not sure when I first set up the app. And then it asks you, how long do you want to practice for each day? And you might think, well, geez, how many questions is it going to ask me? But these are really wonderful because it really helps to customize the app for you so that it will provide suggested guided meditations, suggested videos, and other things for you. So it asks you, how long do you want to practice for each day? And you can select whatever time frame you wish. You can also sort. Lastly, it says, lastly, what sort of content are interests you? So you can select and check mark any of these different areas of content. I selected all of the above, and that's why you see check marks on everything on that screenshot there. Now, when it comes to creating your account, it is kind of funny. You're gonna, when you first get to the app, you're gonna click on that profile icon that I showed you at the very beginning. It'll take you to this page where you'll then click on login that I have circled there. Now, once you click on login, then you'll click on sign up. Okay. We do have handouts for each of these apps that we're going to put in the chat room if we haven't already. And the handouts do have, they're just like 1 or 2 page handouts showing you, kind of just the very basics of how to set up the app. But I wanted to make sure that you knew that you had to click on your profile picture or profile initial up in the corner to get to this screen, click on login, and then you'll get to this screen where you'll then sign up and fill in whatever it asks you, which is first and last name, email address, and things like that. Follow the prompts from there, and then you will be in the app and you'll be able to use the app, navigate through the app the way that you would like, and explore all of the different categories and things like that. So let me make sure that I didn't have miss anything that I wanted to show you on Insight Timer. Well, yes, let me go back to Insight Timer. I just want to spend a couple more minutes on that. So let me share my screen one more time, my iPhone screen, and go back to the app. I don't know if meditation does anything for thirst, but I'm awfully thirsty right now. Okay, so Insight Timer, let's go back there. Now, these categories, you can use the app for just using the timer. And when you click on timer, you can choose some of the different starting bells. They have a few different ones you can choose from by sliding from left to right. And you can choose a duration of meditation. You can choose interval bells by clicking there and selecting a bell that you want. Ambient sound is kind of neat. You can add ambient sounds. Let's say you wanted some rain sounds. And whatever ambient sound you want, you would just click on save in the upper right-hand corner. And you'll notice that now ambient sound has raindrops there. Ending bell. So you can choose what kind of ending bell you might want, whether it's a bell or a wood block. And I think I already had one selected. So let me go back. I'm going to click on cancel. Yeah, I had the Basu bell selected. Now, once you click on start, you can start your self meditation and your self-guided meditation. Like so. It's got the timer. There's one bell remaining. I think I only have a bell at the beginning. You can hear the raindrops. You can sit there and quiet practice your breathing. Or whatever else that you want to do during your meditation with this self-guided meditation. I'm going to click on finish. Or you can click on discard if you choose to just not save that to the app as something that you've accomplished or activities that you've completed. So there are different, in each of these little squares, there are different types of meditation, from sleep that you can explore. And remember, just look for the ones that are free. A lot of these, you'll notice that you can just tap on them and they'll begin. You can unlock more features on each of these meditations by unlocking now for free, clicking on that button at the bottom. Or you could just use them as they are there. There's sleep, breath work. And in each category, you'll see top tracks, courses, groups. So you can tap through each of these little sort of menu options and listen to some of the different tracks. For sleep, there are courses that you can attend or watch as well. There are groups that you can join, events that you can attend, and playlists that have different sounds and different meditations for that category that you're in. Each of these categories have those subcategories. The check-in is a pretty neat little feature as well. This is where you can check in to see how you're feeling that day. And regardless of what you're feeling, whether it's awful or you're great that day, the app will give you some tailored meditations for you, depending on how you reported you were feeling that day when you clicked on check-in. Quotes is another interesting section that gives you different quotes, and you can actually comment on the quote of the day. If you click on archive in the upper right-hand corner, it'll give you lots of different quotes that you can scroll through. And this one that I put a heart next to by Confucius says, "It does not matter how slowly you go as long as you do not stop." I love that quote. It's going to be my mantra for the rest of my life as anything I do in my life. So you can just scroll through quotes. If you're somebody who likes to read quotes daily, you can always find quotes there through the app as well. So I'll let you guys explore the rest of the app. I don't want to run out of time. I do want to, let me stop sharing my screen. As you've seen in the chat room, we do have a follow-up session to this Experts and Insights program you've attended today. That'll be coming up this Wednesday during our Lunch and Learn Wellness Wednesday edition, and the link is in the chat room. So we'll continue the conversation. Maybe we'll be able to answer a lot of the questions that weren't able to answer today. There is also a survey that we would love for everyone to fill out. Let us know what you thought about today's program. We'd love to hear your insights on today's programming. So the link to that survey is in there as well, and we will be putting that one in there again in case it got buried in the chat room. But I do want to thank Jennifer for her presentation. Thank you very much, Jennifer, for being here and for teaching us a lot of different ways that we can, spend our days just a little bit less stressed, a little less anxious, and maybe a little less worried about things. And, just kind of, and like Jennifer was saying earlier during the exercises, try to absorb everything that's around you, the sounds, the sights, and really just become one with them. So thank you so much, everybody, for joining us.